everybody to the kickoff of the Fort Wayne Komet 23-24 hockey season. At this time, we're going to announce the new head coach of the Komets. It's the 30th head coach in the history of the Fort Wayne Komet, 72-year history. He's a champion in the SPHL, a two-time Kelly Cup champion with the Florida Everblades. He was the coach of the year in the SPHL. His style of coaching and how he wants his team to play is right in line with the Komet style of hockey. So let's please welcome the next coach of the Fort Wayne Komets, Jesse Kallechy.
Morning, everyone. Thanks for coming out. First, I just want to say thank you to everyone with the Komets. They've been so amazing and welcoming me and making me feel at home right away. The transition is always difficult coming to a new team, but I feel at home right away. So thank you to everybody involved. I couldn't be prouder to be the next head coach of the Komets. The history here, the 10 championships, everything. I mean, it's a premier organization in the league, and I really couldn't be more happy that I got the job and to be here and hopefully do great things here in Fort Wayne. So instead of listening to me talk, did anybody have any questions?
David mentioned your style of coaching will align with the Komet way. Can you explain that a little bit? What kind of teams that you like to field or plan to field here?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's we need to be flexible in how we play, because what we do against one team certainly isn't going to work against every team. But we're going to have pillars of how we're built and what we believe in. We definitely want to be a bigger team, a heavier team, a physical team, a tough team. I certainly believe at our level, that's how you win. You have to have toughness and you have to have the skill to go with it. So, we're going to pride ourselves on our detail and our execution. And, I don't think a coach has ever stood up here and said his team's not going to work hard and play fast. But, for us, it's all about doing things the right way. So, we got a lot of work to do. But Olivier's done an unbelievable job here this summer so far. And, I think we're going to take the right steps.
Question back here. You spent some time underneath Brad down in Florida. Obviously, he knows a lot about winning. Just what do you feel like you can take from him stepping in this new role for you? So. Yeah, I mean, working for Brad Ralph for 3 years, and Craig Brush, the GM. I'm incredibly grateful to those guys. They were extremely valuable to me. In teaching me all about the ECHL and what it is to field a top-notch organization. They do things the right way down in Florida. They build teams the right way. They treat people the right way, and I think the results follow. So for me, it's trying to bring a little bit of what they've done up there with my own spin on it down here, and the market down here of what we need to do, but. I can't thank those guys enough for the opportunity that they provided me and moments I'll never forget.
Coach, what's the most intriguing part that drew you here to Fort Wayne?
Yeah, I mean, where to start? I mean, the history. We were talking today, and Scott was telling me an amazing story. I mean, there's a season ticket holder that's been here for 69 years. I mean, that's incredible. You don't hear that anywhere else in the world. So, the history that the Komets have and the winning tradition, and coming to an organization, it was really important to me when this process all started, and I was looking to move on, to come to a team that would give me and our team what we needed to be successful, and what the Komets do for their players and the players that we can attract and the type of team that we can field. The fan base is amazing. So for me, being able to come to another top-notch organization, I mean, it was a no-brainer, an absolute no-brainer. So you really can't list all the things that made me excited to come here, because the list is too big. So it's been an amazing couple days here.
I'm excited to get to know more of the people in the room and the community and our fans. So I think the future is going to be exciting.
Coach, congratulations, by the way,
Thank you.
on
Thank
winning
you.
the cup. We hope to tell you that next year.
Yeah, thank you.
But with the schedule, having you focused on the playoffs and the fact that the ECHL schedule doesn't exactly align Fort Wayne with the Florida Everblades, how familiar are you with the roster, and where's that process going to go moving forward as far as players that are currently internally here and players you'd like to recruit?
Yeah, certainly. You know, with being down in Florida for the past 3 seasons, we haven't seen a lot of central teams, so to speak, but the league's small. You know, whether you're watching a pre-scout of another team or players moving around from division to division. I did spend time when I found out I got the job. I mean, I've probably watched about 10 games so far of the team last season, so trying to get up to date with players, and Olivier and David have done an amazing job of filling me in on some of these guys, and now the next step is going to be having communications with these guys. You know, I got to get on the phone with them now that this announcement's come out, and really see, you know, what they're looking for, what their vision is for the future, and but you know, the hockey world's so small that you can find out about somebody or turn on one of our video software and watch them right away. But it's there's no doubt there's a lot of work ahead. It's going to be a busy summer, but I'm looking forward to it.
Back here, this isn't your first head coaching stop. What did you learn from your time at Fayetteville? Clearly, you had a lot of success down there winning Coach of the Year honors. So what did you take away from that process, and how do you feel like that's going to help you here as you get your first crack as an ECHL head coach?
Yeah, I mean, it's a little different of a environment and opportunity that I'm walking into. When I went to Fayetteville, the team won 9 games the year before, so it was certainly a different feel and what we were looking to do. But the big picture didn't change. I mean, at the end of the day, we were there to win, and we knew that process was going to come. We just didn't know it was probably going to come as quickly as it did. So, you know, you take everything, or you take something from everywhere you've been. You know, whether it was my time in Huntsville, you know, just learning about how to build a team and the character of player that you need, and then going to Fayetteville and doing it as a head coach for the first time. I mean, there's so many lessons in that you really take away from. You really take away how you need to show up every day, how you need to communicate with your players, how you need to run your practices. There's so many things. And then going to Florida and learning the league, the ECHL, you know, how a top-notch organization in Florida does it. You know, so I think I've learned a lot of things at every stop of the way.
Coach, next to winning, obviously, what's the main culture aspect you want to bring up here from Florida?
Yeah, I think from everything I've heard and been told, and everybody knows about the Komets, it's how well the Komets treat their players. And I think for me, it's about everybody feeling invested when they're here and being a part of the Komet family. You know, everybody's going to have different aspirations. Players are going to want to be in the American League. Players are going to be trying to get contracts in different places. So for me, it's all about when guys are here, having them invested in what we're doing. And, you know, I think that with the people, the Komets staff here has been amazing. And I think now it's making sure that the players understand how well they get treated and what they need to bring to the table to really make this a family atmosphere in the locker room.
So you'll be building this roster pretty soon. How critical will those first couple of weeks be?
Yeah, they're huge. Olivia and I were in the office all day, and we keep getting sidetracked. We haven't been able to talk about as many players as we want. That's all I want to do right now is get into the roster building aspect of it. But there's other things that come first. So I'm really trusting Olivier and David right now. And when things settle down, it's going to be a crucial aspect. I mean, if you want to be winning in June, you have to win these months now. Like, you have to be able to get the players that are going to make a difference when it matters.
Talking about winning, it's pretty clear here that the expectation is to contend and be in that final mix for a Kelly Cup every single year. How do you manage those expectations?
Truthfully, nobody's going to put more pressure on winning than myself. So I get it. Everybody wants to win a Kelly Cup, and that's all I want to do. You know, I got a taste of it for these past 2 years, and the truth is, every year you do it, it gets better. It's even sweeter. So for me, it's I want to win every game. I want to be able to put a team on the ice that the fans are proud of, that the city's proud of, that our ownership and our staff can be proud of. So for me, the goal is always to win. So the pressure is just something that it's going to be there, and I wouldn't want it any other way.
Are you still working on the coaching staff, or is that also finalized?
Yeah, I think we're still you know, we're still having conversations about what we're, you know, I've been here 24 hours, so we're certainly not settled in yet on anything that we're doing. We're in initial stages of trying to figure out how everything is going to work together. I will say Olivier, you know, I spent a lot of time with him today, and he is a squared away individual, extremely positive, and I've really enjoyed my time with him these past 24 hours, and we'll continue talking and seeing where it goes.
Back here again, you talked about it a little bit already, the history of turning the franchise around. What's the first thing you want to establish with these group of guys?
Oh, that's a good question. I think for me, it's we need to have a distinct way in what we're going to play. I think you guys will see, you know, if we do our job right in the summer, we're going to have a distinct style of player that we like and that what we're looking for. And we just want to be a team that's going to be, we're going to be big, we're going to be physical, and we just want to be a team that takes up a lot of space. So for me, it's about establishing a way that we play, a work ethic, and a standard that's it's not negotiable 200 feet of the ice. So you know, we'll get there. We're at step one. That's probably 10 steps down the road.
You were a goalie.
Yes.
Did that influence your coaching style at all, or?
You know what? I was a goalie, and then, you know, my initial head coach that I worked under, he was an offensive guy. So, you know, I think that being a goalie, I definitely had to start from scratch. You know, and I think that was a benefit to me. I'm not impartial to any style of player. You know, where I think some guys, maybe they have an easier time communicating or relating to the style of player that they were. Where for me, I think, you know, I just want the best guy for our team. So, you know, I don't think it's really affected me at all in that way. I think certainly my coaching experience have drawn on the type of team and player that we're going to want here. Anybody else? Perfect. Well, hey, thank you guys for coming out, and looking forward to get to know you all more. Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Sorry for the water bottle. An interesting note. We've talked about Kelly Cups and stuff in the room today. With the hiring of Jesse and with this franchise, we have representatives from the last 3 Kelly Cup championships in this room and working for the Komets. I think that's a wonderful thing for the future of this team. I'm excited about it. Michael's excited. Steve's excited. Our staff's excited. A new era of Komet hockey will start with Kelly's Jesse's naming as the head coach, and we're very, very looking forward to putting a good team on the ice, a team that competes, a team that'll be up every night and will show up every night, and that's what we want. We want the jungle rocking like it used to. We want the fans entertained, and if the players do their job, the fans will come, and every game will be a memory for everybody. But once again, thank you for coming. We're starting the 23-24 season today, and let's get it going. Thanks again.